Hi everybody, Lori here. Thank you so much for joining me today. I've got a fun little Panda project to share with you that I created using the latest August card kit by Simon Says Stamp called Party Like a Panda. And that's what we're doing. We're partying like a panda. So here is the Panda picture book die that comes in the kit. And then also included in the kit are these really fun flock transfer sheets, and they're fuzzy. You get a fuzzy black one and a fuzzy white one. Here's what they look like in the packaging. They're by Deco foil. You get 4 sheets in each package. I trimmed down a couple small ones from a Panda. Also included in the kit are these double-sided sticky sheets that I'm going to use for my backer. So I trimmed a little piece of white cardstock, just big enough for the Panda. I'm going to cut that out with my scissors, and when I remove the release paper, it'll be fully sticky. It'll make a great backer for my Panda die cut. You'll see more about that later. Now moving on to the flock die cutting. I'm die cutting the Panda into the black flock sheet, is that what you call it? And then also die cutting into the white flock sheet. So you got to remember which parts of the Panda are black and white. Do you ever get confused on that? I mean, you'd think it'd be simple, but sometimes I just forget. Anywho, so once you got all the die cut pieces, now I'm going to work on the backer. So I have the piece of white cardstock that I put that double-sided sticky sheet on. I'm taking what's left over from my black die cut. I'm going to trace this negative space, just the outline. And you've probably seen me do this before. Every time I do picture book animal dies, I always make a backer, something to adhere all the pieces to. Normally I just trim it out with white cardstock and I cover it with tape runner. But these double-sided sticky sheets make it easy peasy lemon squeezy. So I'm not being real perfect cutting this out. Nobody's really going to see this part anyway. I'm just loosely trimming out with my scissors, and then I'll remove that, what do you call that? That release paper? Yep. And there you have a fully sticky Panda backer. I'll pop on my Panda parts to put this thing together. That's a lot of peas. Putting on the Panda parts. And okay, so this is going to go to Emma, obviously, because she is on a real reading kick right now. You know, this 3rd, 4th grade age, they love it. And every time they come home from school, it's summer now, but when she used to come home from school, they had these like once a month, the reading like magazine or catalogs to buy all the books. And I'm telling you, the last one, I never hardly bought any books for the older kids, but she has worn me down, and I'm a sucker. And she's got all these fun little books. She loves to read at night. So here's our Panda. I'm going to show you how I turn this into a bookmark. I've got a piece of black cardstock that also came in the kit, and I trimmed it to 1 inch by 4 inches long, and I'm scoring it at 2 inches. Okay, you see that like that? And this is going to go on the back of the Panda. This is the little bookmark flap, if you will. And if it's the right size, if it's too long, trim it off. You know, just get it to fit right behind. To adhere this, I'm using a little bit of 1 inch score tape. I think that's 1 inch score tape. Just use whatever adhesive that is closest to you, that you have to use the least amount of energy to get. That's the way I think. And then I pop that on the back of the Panda, and there you have the little flap. But to kick it up one more notch, I'm going to put a few magnetic snaps on it so that it snaps on your page of your book. Yes, because we like to go fancy shamancy. These are by Basic Gray. You can get them at the Simon Says Stamp shop. Mine are so ancient that some of my stickiness have worn off. My first one was sticky. This one, it just lost the stickiness. So what I did was use little glossy accents to hold that on. I press it down, count to 10, and then I let it sit for a while. Now moving on to the card part, and this is the Party Like a Panda stamp set. I couldn't resist the balloons that spell out happy, so I'm stamping those with some Memento Tuxedo black ink. I'm going to color them with Copics. I've got my marker caps there if you want to know exactly what colors I use, but I don't do anything fancy schmancy with the Copic marker color. I keep it really simple. So, speaking of birthdays, Emma just had hers last week. We've got the ears pierced. We're cleaning them 3 times a day. She's loving it. Her little earrings are unicorn earrings. But what she really wanted to do on her birthday was make cupcakes with me. And can I tell you, it was an absolute disaster. Okay, so we made the cupcake batter. Of course, every time she cracks an egg, she cracks it right on the counter. She cracks the egg right on the counter. And then we got all the cupcakes made, got the batter, filled them in the cupcake liners, going to put it in the oven. By the way, I'm taking a white gel pen and I'm going in those little highlights of the balloon. Okay, so back to the cupcakes. She went to put the cupcakes in the oven, and as soon as she felt the heat, she got scared, dropped the pan of cupcakes, the whole batter, everything fell right on the oven door. It just flipped right over and it all fell, all the batter, all over. And you know what? I'm pretty proud of myself. I did not snap. I did not yell. I just calmly grabbed the wash rag and started wiping the piping hot oven door. Luckily, we still had one more pan of cupcakes, so we had 12 cupcakes. It all turned out. It's probably better for me that we only had 12 cupcakes. That way I don't eat 6 of them. Anyhow, putting this card together, what I did to hold the Panda down was I used a little mini glue dot. And I also adhered a few Studio Katia crystal fusion sequins. Now sometimes the Panda gets a little fuzzy. It looks like the Panda has a pet white cat at home and it's got fuzzies all over the black part. So you take a piece of Post-it tape, clean it up. That's what I said. Now I want to show you how this comes off. Carefully, you can peel off that glue dot, and that way you have a nice little bookmark. And I'll show you how these snaps dried. They dried like a charm. Now, here's one of Emma's books, Zoe's Sassafras. Snaps right on the page like that. Look at that. I mean, really, look at it. It's so cute. This kind of stuff just makes me giddy, you know? And I used a glue dot to hold it on the card, but I don't know if that's the best way. It's not a good temporary adhesive that doesn't wreck the card or wreck your Panda. Got to think of it. But Emma loved it. So loving it. Okay, and you know what I think would be a great idea is to make a whole family of animal bookmarks. You could do a cat, you could do a monkey. Hello, a monkey, a dog, and be a whole set of cute little animal bookmarks. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for joining me. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.